Take a listen at the Malian transitional President Colonel Assimi Goita, who is also President in office of the Confederation of the Alliance of Sahel States, address the populations of the Confederation, to highlight the progress being made within their Confederation, and shine light on steps being taken to make sure that the Confederation is on the much-desired path of prosperity. It's a speech he delivered on the Sunday of September 15, 2024, on the eve of the one-year anniversary of the establishment of the Confederation. A speech in which he clearly stated that the Alliance of Sahel States is open to all meaningful partnerships with other countries from all over the world, as well as within Africa, and with regional and sub-regional bodies like ECOWAS, on the one non-negotiable condition, that they will be partnerships done under utmost respect for the principle of non-interference in internal affairs of other countries and sovereignty. It's also a speech in which the Malian leader reveals that the Confederation has created its own new biometric passports, whose circulation will commence soon.
Chère population de la Confédération des États du Sahel,
Dear populations of the Confederation of Sahel States, it is with a deep sense of responsibility and fraternity that I address you, in these days of commemoration of the date that changed the course of our common history. A year ago,
avec mes frères, leurs excellences, le capitaine Ibrahim Traoré,
with my brothers Captain Ibrahim Traoré, President of FASO, and Brigadier General Abdurrahmani Chiani, President of the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Fatherland, and Head of State of Niger, we took a resolute decision to take a historic step in consolidating the fraternal relations that bind our three nations, that is Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger.
qui lie nos trois nations, le Burkina Faso, le Mali et le Niger. Le 16 septembre 2023,
On September 16, 2023, we adopted the Charter of the Gourma State, giving birth to the Alliance of Sahel States.
cet acte fondateur marque une nouvelle ère géopolitique.
This founding act marks new geopolitical aid in the region, establishing a mechanism for collective defense and mutual assistance to combat terrorism in all its forms, and to fight organized crime that undermines our societies.
Contre la criminalité organisée qui mine nos sociétés. Grâce à cette alliance stratégique,
Thanks to this strategic alliance, our defense and security forces have recorded constant victories on the ground, considerably weakening the armed terrorist groups, and it selflessly continues the process of establishing the sovereignty of our states over their entire territory.
le processus d'établissement de la souveraineté de nos États sur l'ensemble de leur territoire. Ces avancées significatives
These significant advances have strengthened our determination to go even further.
Chère population de la Confédération des États du Sahel,
Dear populations of the Confederation of Sahel States,
nous avons franchi
we have reached a new milestone in the history of our three nations.
de nos trois nations. En effet, le 6 juillet 2024,
Indeed, on July 6, 2024, during the first summit of the Sahel States, we signed the treaty establishing the Confederation of Sahel States.
ces traités marquent notre engagement irréversible
These treaties mark our irreversible commitment to the integration of our states and our populations with a shared vision of fraternity, solidarity and complementarity.
solidarité et de complémentarité. Avec la Confédération,
With the Confederation,
nous avons
we have taken the strategic decision to expand our cooperation to two other essential pillars, that is diplomacy and development.
diplomatie et le développement. Loin d'être un choix fortuit,
Far from being a strong choice, this orientation stems from our desire to start a strong political union that has entered into peace, security and sustainable development and allows us to act in a coordinated manner on the international
permettant
scene.
d'agir de manière coordonnée sur la scène internationale. La célébration de ce premier anniversaire de l'Alliance
The celebration of this first anniversary of the Alliance is an opportunity to take stock of the progress made.
dans le domaine sécuritaire,
In the Secretariat field, our armed forces have overcome major challenges in the face of adversaries supported by third states, such as Ukraine, which has openly chosen to side with terrorism in the Sahel.
s'est rangé du côté du terrorisme au Sahel. Nous continuons de lutter sans relâche.
We continue to fight relentlessly against all forms of terrorism and to defend the integrity of our territories and our sovereignty. Dear populations of the Confederation of Sahel States, in our dynamic of independence and regained sovereignty, we remain open to cooperation with brotherly and friendly peoples in a spirit of fraternity and mutual respect. True to our commitment to African integration, the Confederation remains open to all sub-regional and regional partnerships respecting the principle of non-interference and sovereignty. We are talking of an AES which is not only a state alliance, but above all an alliance of peoples. Our efforts are aimed primarily at protecting our populations and improving their well-being through concrete actions. The roadmap validated by the Colleges of Heads of State of the Confederation will allow us to create opportunities for exchange, stimulate investments and promote sustainable development in our countries. The Sahel is rich in natural resources and untapped potential. We are committed to investing in structuring and integrating projects that will promote economic growth, job creation and access to basic social services for all our citizens. We paid particular attention to youth and women, the real driving force of our development. Their dynamism and creativity are major assets for the future of the Confederation. I would also like to salute our diasporas, who through their commitment and unwavering support, constitute a solid lever for the AES. Dear populations of the Confederation of Sahel States, the progress made is encouraging. The successes recorded in the areas of defense and security are undeniable, and have made it possible to expand our cooperation to other key sectors. We are now working to strengthen our economic and social integration by promoting the free movement of goods, services and people. Our economies are complementary, but they face challenges. This is why we have taken the initiative to pool our efforts in strategic areas such as investments, taxation and the exploitation of natural resources. The creation of an investment bank and a stabilization fund is underway, and we are working to set up the infrastructure to strengthen the connectivity of our territories through means of transport, communication networks and information technologies. In the coming days, a new biometric passport from the AES will be put into circulation in order to harmonize travel documents in our common space and facilitate the mobility of our citizens throughout the world. Cultural, sports and educational projects are also underway to strengthen the unity of our peoples. The creation of a common information channel is also planned in order to promote a harmonious dissemination of information in our three states. Dear populations of the Confederation of Sahel States, we reaffirm today our desire to consolidate every day the links of cooperation, integration and solidarity between our populations, and should work together to ensure that the Sahel becomes an area of peace, understanding and prosperity. I would therefore like to urge you to invest more in the success of the Confederation, to support the actions of the states and to work for the success of this historic project which will determine our common future. Together, we will make the Confederation of Sahel States a model of integration and development for all of Africa.
la Confédération des États du
Long
Sahel,
live the Confederation of Sahel States. Long live solidarity between our peoples, and may peace and progress shine on our region. I thank you.
sur notre région. Je vous remercie.